You're watching NFL Daily, and before we get into our NFL Power Rankings after initial roster cuts, I got to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Magic Spoon. Go to magicspoon.com/chat where y'all can save $5 off your very first order on some healthy cereal. If anybody out there is on a keto diet, it's keto-friendly and no added GMOs. So again, magicspoon.com/chat. So on today's show, we're going to be breaking down our NFL Power Rankings. We're going to go from 32 all the way down to 1. These are Chat Sports consensus rankings, so you can yell at Tom, Chase, Harrison, Sam, and myself. It's not just me. The worst team in the NFL, according to Chat Sports, and basically, according to everyone that breathes, it's the Houston Texans. No surprise here. If they had Deshaun Watson, it might be a little bit different, but this is a team that was 4-12 last year with Deshaun, and I don't think they got better this offseason, and now they don't have him. Sorry, that's the worst team in the league. At 31, it's the Detroit Lions. I like the fact that they went out and got Jared Goff to be this game manager, but your top receivers, probably Tyrell Williams. I don't know if I have confidence in DeAndre Swift being able to stay healthy, and that defense took a step back. At number 30, it's the New York Jets, led by quarterback Zach Wilson. I thought he actually played probably the best out of all the rookie quarterbacks in the preseason, but the loss of Carl Lawson, I mean, that's just monumental to that defense. I like the offensive line in New York. I like Elijah Vera Tucker, Mekhi Becton, but again, not a lot of talent around Zach Wilson. At number 29 in our NFL Power Rankings, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. A lot of hype around Trevor Lawrence, but if Zach Wilson I thought looked the best, I actually thought Trevor Lawrence looked the worst out of all the first-round quarterbacks. Not a lot of talent all around him on the offense, on the defensive side of the football, but the Jags, to me, still have at least a little bit of glimmer of hope with some of their skill position players. Now, again, those are the 4 worst teams in the NFL, but I think what makes this fun here at Chat Sports is just the ability to be able to interact with people. So what I want you guys to do right now is shout out your favorite team down in those comments, because I'm curious of where you think that your favorite team should be. So I want you to go above and beyond. Tell me your favorite team in the NFL, and then give me a number. That number next to your favorite team is going to be where you think they deserve to be ranked on our NFL Power Rankings. The Philadelphia Eagles, the city of brotherly love, at number 28. Jeremy's whispering in my ear that these guys are a little bit too low. I will say that they have at least some upside to be able to climb the chart, but it really comes down to Jalen Hurts, and if you guys know anything about me, I ain't the biggest believer. At number 27, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, how healthy is he going to be? Can the offensive line protect him? I like the skill position guys in T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase. Can he actually hold on to the football? Joe Mixon, will he be healthy? These are all major question marks. I think that they're going to put up some points on the offensive side of the football, but that defense still is very lackluster, especially after losing William Jackson. At 26 on our NFL Power Rankings here at Chat Sports, it's the Carolina Panthers, led by Sam Darnold. It still sounds weird to say. Matt Rule, I believe, is one of the most, I don't want to say underappreciated, one of the best up-and-coming coaches in the National Football League. He's soon going to be in the conversations of guys like Kyle Shanahan, guys like Sean McVay. That's how much I like Matt Rule. Everything he's done, from NFL, from college football, they're going to be working their way up, and they get their best player back this year, Christian McCaffrey. 25, the New York Giants, the G-Men. Daniel Jones. What happens with him? If he can take a step forward like Josh Allen took in his third year, this actually could be a top 10 team. And I don't think that's going all that crazy. I like the moves that they made on the defensive side of the football. Their offensive line, especially the interior, it scares the hell out of me. But they got a lot of really talented players. Can Saquon Barkley stay healthy? There's a lot of ifs. But you know what? There's a lot of ifs in that NFC East. Let's now go to the NFC South, where I got the Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts. Good players there, but the defense really scares me. The Minnesota Vikings coming in at number 23. They got one of the best, if not the best, running back in the league in Dalvin Cook. A great wide receiver duo in Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins. What kind of Kirk Cousins are we going to get? Because last season, he was actually really freaking good when you look at the numbers. But I've also seen Kirk Cousins, and I'm like, they gave that guy how much million guaranteed? Again, the Vikings, though, could be a team where if Patrick Peterson steps up, if Rashad Beal and some of these cornerbacks, if they can all get it together on defense, the Vikings could be a sneaky team. One of the hardest teams to honestly predict for me is the Denver Broncos, because I like Teddy Bridgewater a lot. Fun quarterback, good player. That defense, top 10. The offensive line, a little bit of shake there. But even the running backs, good running back group, great wide receiver group. Love Noah Fant as a talent. But that's a tough division. Speaking of that division, next team coming up here out of the AFC West is the Las Vegas Raiders, led by quarterback Derek Carr. You know they have probably one of the best tight ends in the league, and Darren Waller. The defense behind Gus Bradley, it does look a lot better, but it's still a major question mark. The offensive line as well, major question mark. Jeremy just asked, where did I have the Raiders? I actually had the Raiders, I believe, at number 18. So before we get into more of these rankings here, I got a really random question. What's the milk that you like in your cereal? I want you to pick one right now. If it's whole milk, I want you to type W. If it's 2%, type 2. If you drink skim milk, you can go ahead and type S, but I'm also going to think that you might be a serial killer. So go ahead and pick your milk. Jeremy said if it's almond, you can go ahead and type A or leave. Whole milk, type W, 2 for 2%, or S for skim milk. Bottom line is this, no matter what kind of milk that you guys use, hell, I use protein sometimes and just mix it with water. It's unbelievable when you use it with Magic Spoon. Go to magicspoon.com/chat. $5 off your very first order. I recommend getting the variety 4-pack, and the reason why you should go ahead and do that, life's better with variety. So whether you want fruity, frosted, blueberry, cinnamon, maple waffle, cocoa, peanut butter, cookies and cream, as you can tell, I'm a Magic Spoon fiend. In fact, I've been a serial killer over the last 2 months that these guys have been a sponsor on the show. So go to magicspoon.com/chat. and get yourself set up with the variety box of 4. If you want to be really smart, get some flavors like peanut butter and cocoa that you can mix together, and bang, you got a whole brand new flavor. You get some frosted, mix that in with some blueberry, bang, whole new flavor. All I'm saying is this, it's healthy cereal that you're going to absolutely love. Keto friendly, no GMOs, and if you don't like it, send it back. Get your money back. I don't know about you. It's a pretty damn good deal to me. Let's go to the number 20 team here on our NFL Power Rankings. It's the Chicago Bears. If I knew that Justin Fields was going to play, maybe I would have ranked him a little bit higher, but I believe it's going to be the Andy Dalton show, which is just a very sad thing. Love me some Allen Robinson. This defense led by Khalil Mack is one of the better units in the league, but this is still a team that does have some question marks around it, even though I think they kept 7 interior linebackers. Number 19, the Indianapolis Colts. If there's any team where you could tell me, hey, this team ended up being in the top 10 or they ended up being in the bottom 3, I'd be like, all right, they have so many damn injuries. And I don't know what's going to happen with Carson Wentz, but to literally just sit up here and say, if Wentz plays the way that he did in 2017, this is going to be one of the best teams in the league. If he plays the way that he's did basically the last 2 or 3 years, this could be one of the worst teams in the league, especially with all those injuries on the offensive line. The Dallas Cowboys, they're next up here on the list. Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. There's not too many teams out there that have the firepower that this team has. But I also believe if I looked at Tom right now, okay, he didn't look back. But if I looked at Tom right now and I'd be like, hey, Tom, what do you think about the defense with Dan Quinn? He'd be like, And exactly. That's the reason why they're number 18 on our list. At number 17, it's the New Orleans Saints marching on in here. No more Drew Brees. You got Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara. What the hell's happening with Michael Thomas? I don't know. But this defense is going to be the callus. This is going to be the reason why they win games. And I get it. When you think about New Orleans, you think about Sean Payton, you think about that offense. The reason why this team is going to win games is because of the defense. Now, before we reveal our top 16 teams, all I want you guys to do is just take a second, maybe take 2 seconds, and hit that big red button underneath that video that says subscribe. That way, you never miss a video. And if you do miss a video, I'm going to say it's your fault. Not my fault. Your fault. All right, let's go to the top 16 teams here. We got the Washington. Please pick a freaking name already. I love this defense. One of the best defenses in the entire league. But Ryan Fitzpatrick, or are we going to get Ryan Fitzmagic? I don't know. Antonio Gibson, a lot of talent as a running back and good skill position players as well. 15, it's the Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa. If he's solid and he can take that next step forward and being that second-year quarterback with the skill position players they have, they could be a really sneaky team. The Arizona Cardinals, if you watch them in the preseason, I think they had, with their starting offense, a total of -1 yard. That's not good the last time I checked. But they got DeAndre Hopkins, A.J. Green. They got a lot of talent there. Kyle Murray. But I like what they have in some of their younger players on defense. But that's a hell of a division there. Let's now go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. If we were ranking this based on how they started the year, 11-0, and then how they finished, 2 totally different teams. Is Ben Roethlisberger 100% healthy? How much work do they give Najee Harris? But this defense, top 5 unit, they could obviously be in the top 10. The New England Patriots is one of these teams where they really climbed our NFL power rankings from the last time we did this video. Mac Jones is the new starting quarterback, but when you look at that 2019 roster on defense, they had the best defense in the league in 2019. This 2021 roster, minus Stephon Gilmore, and I know minus Stephon Gilmore, it still looks very dangerous. The Los Angeles Chargers, led by the Rookie of the Year, Justin Herbert, they're coming in here at number 11. Mike Williams, can't count on him to play a full season. Keenan Allen, top 10 wide receiver. They lost all their tight ends. Can Austin Eckler end up staying healthy? But as long as Joey Bosa is healthy on that defense, that's a scary, scary unit. Sure, they lost their defensive coordinator in Gus Bradley, but if Joey Bosa is healthy, that's a hell of a defense. The Seattle Seahawks coming in now into our top 10. Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Chris Carson, solid running back, got some injury issues. But can the defense not be terrible? Because that's what it comes down to. I like the trade that they made for Sidney Jones. The cornerback unit needs to be a little bit better. They added some good pass rushers this offseason as well, and Kerry Hyder. And they brought back Carlos Dunlap. I like the signing that they had with, what's his name? The defensive tackle, names escape me, good young kid. Puna Ford, thank you. Yep. So really, really good players there, and Jeremy's telling everyone to type Puna. Yep, you guys, you can see what you're getting once in a while at Chat Sports. Number 9 is the 49ers. Great defense, Nick Bosa, and if this team can stay healthy, I mean, if you want to talk about all the teams in the league, right? The team that probably got the most injury bit last season was the San Francisco 49ers. Whether it's going to be Trey Lance, whether it's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know. But if there's one thing I can bet on, this is going to be one of the best running teams in the league, thanks to Kyle Shanahan. Now, before I release my top 8 teams, and if I relieve myself on camera, I'm sorry, but hey, we get wild here once in a while at Chat Sports. But who's the best team in the NFL this year? Let me know down in those comments, because I was going to ask you probably before I reveal my top 4 teams, but I didn't really think that was all that fun. So we're going to leave a little bit of a cliffhanger here and then reveal our top 8 teams. The Tennessee Titans, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Ryan Tannehill. I would say probably one of the most underappreciated teams in the league, one of the most underappreciated players is Tannehill. And if the Titans can make Matt Barkley and Logan Woodside look halfway decent, I can't wait to see what they're about to do with Tannehill. And this defense should be a little bit better this upcoming season. Maybe the best defense in the entire league, led by Aaron Donald, led by Jalen Ramsey. I like some of the offseason moves that they made as well, but what the hell are we going to get out of Matthew Stafford? Are we going to get the Matthew Stafford that maybe could win some people like 96 beers and a bet? I don't know. Or are we going to get a Matthew Stafford that's never been to a playoff game, or playoffs in general? It's just so many question marks, and the fact that they lost their top running back, number 7 on our list. The Baltimore Ravens at 6. When fully healthy, they deserve to be at 6, but they got a lot of issues, right? J.K. Dobbins, he's banged up. I don't know if they're going to have Hollywood Brown, Rashad Bateman, Boykin. They're all banged up. Andrews as well. He ended up having a little bit of a scare earlier this offseason. I get that Lamar Jackson is an MVP, but he's going to have to really shoulder a lot of this load, giggity. And that defense is one of the top defenses out there. I mean, I love the cornerback duo, Marcus Peters and then Marlon Humphrey. That might be the best cornerback duo in the entire league. We are going to stick here, though, in the AFC North. The Cleveland Browns. Now, Sam might get mad at me for saying this, but from top to bottom, the Browns might have the most complete roster in the NFL. It's just Baker Mayfield. Can Baker be that game manager, somebody that doesn't turn over the football like he did last season? This is going to be a dangerous team, led behind the best offensive line in the league. They got a ton of skill position players as well. They got great defensive linemen, Jadeveon Clowney, Myles Garrett. Oh my God, that scares me just thinking about it. But now we got to get into our top 4 teams. The Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, he was throwing dimes. He was throwing 6s on the field, and if you saw some of his Instagram pictures, he was with some 6s as well off the field. But that's besides the point. He is an unbelievable quarterback, 48 touchdowns last year. Can the defense step up? Jair Alexander is one of the best damn young cornerbacks in this league. The offensive line without Bakhtiari for those first 6 weeks, a little bit of a shrug emoji, but this is one of the top teams, if not the best team in the NFC. Let's now go to the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, what that man has done for that city, he is the new face of Buffalo as far as I'm concerned. Will they end up in Austin? That's another question. But they got a great offense, led by Stephon Diggs, who had 129 catches last year. I liked a lot of the moves that they made on the defensive side of the football. But if there's a team between them, and then it's number 2 team on our list, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. So, like, when you really think about the top 2 teams in the AFC, it's Buffalo and it's Kansas City at number 2 here, led by Patrick Mahomes. Now, I will say this. Out of the 5 people that did the voting, only one person had the Chiefs at number 1, and I believe that was Harrison Graham, who also does our Chiefs show. So, shocker there. But Mahomes is a phenomenal player, no doubt about it. One of the best in the league. The offensive line got better. The defense ended up getting better as well. And if you put Kansas City at number 1, I don't really blame you. But at number 1, It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady, who I'm pretty sure is going to play until he's 80 years old. They did everything that they did. They literally did everything this offseason right. They brought back all their players. They got better. I'm pretty sure TB literally just stands for Tom Brady, and that's just as simple as it is. Now, those are our 32 teams. Those are our NFL power rankings, but this is the thing. I don't want you to just yell at me because I can guarantee one thing. I can't guarantee a lot of things in life, but I can guarantee that there's going to be one person out there that's like, you guys suck at your job. Well, how about this? Go tell Tom Downey at What Going Downey that he sucks. Go tell Harrison Graham on NFL that he sucks. Chase_Senior, you suck. Sam Brown CS, you suck. We all are terrible at our jobs. Let us know on social media. And since Jeremy was bitching and moaning like, oh, why can't I give my NFL rankings? Well, how about this? If Jeremy can get to 1.3 thousand followers on Twitter, he will be allowed to participate in our next NFL Power Rankings. When I started the show, I said 1,269, but he was like, oh, no, I'm going to put it at 1,300. Okay, that's on you. If you want Jeremy in our next NFL Power Rankings video, go ahead, give him a follow on Twitter. If you don't want to see him, then don't. That's up to you. I don't really care. Those were our NFL Power Rankings at Chat Sports, 32 all the way down to 1. Let us know down in the comments what you thought.